Hi guys, so for today's video we are going to be looking into your spiritual gifts and how you can increase your spiritual gifts. This was a request by one of my viewers and I hope you guys enjoy this video today. This is a beautiful picture that my oldest daughter made for me. It's a picture of me and it's very Picasso-like. I love it. I think it's beautiful and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing it too. So anyway, we have 3 piles today. Pile 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I am so appreciative of all of the shares, subscribes, comments, likes that I've gotten recently. You guys are doing an amazing job giving back to me for what I'm giving to you, and I am so grateful for that. Thank you so much. And if you'd really like to give back to the channel in a more substantial way, you can find my PayPal link or my Amazon wish list in the description box below. And you can donate on there. You can also find my Etsy shop down there, and I have a few paintings on there. Somebody has one of them in their cart, I noticed yesterday. Anybody who donates to my channel or anybody who supports my artwork like that, I really appreciate you. And you don't know how much that means to me, because really I am kind of living off of what I do here and a few odd jobs. So I do really appreciate that. I gotta eat too, right? And I still would like to be here for you because that's what I feel my purpose is. So I really appreciate anybody giving back to me for my time spent here. Let's get started with pile 1. Pile 1. Let's see what your spiritual gifts are and how you can increase them. I did pull zodiac signs on this one. I felt like if you guys are not these zodiac signs, then being around some of these zodiac signs in specific may help you to increase your gifts. We have Leo, courageous. We have Aries. Sorry, Leo is generous. Aries is courageous. I was thinking bold for both of them, so being around bold people may help to bring out that bold side of yourself. Taurus, trustworthy. So being around some bold, generous, brave people, people who you can trust, people who you can share your things with and you know they're not going anywhere. People who are very family-oriented and people who are protective and passionate. People who are really fiery and different and stand out. You're really going to fit in with these people. You may feel like you don't fit in anywhere, but there are people that you will fit in more with in this world, and being around those people is going to help you to feel more confident in expressing who you really are, because these people are not afraid of knowing about these kind of things. Okay? So we have P, T, I want to say trap, tip, tap, PTQ. You may have dealt with a lot of people in this last year that may have tried to trap you in different varying ways. They may have tried to trip you up or tried to get you to question your gifts or tried to pull one over on you. And those kind of things have really helped to sharpen your intuition as well and your intuitive and spiritual gifts and abilities. I feel like if you have not had that happen, you may run into a lot of that. And your guides want you to keep in mind that there is a reason behind that. Because in order to grow these gifts and in order to build these gifts, you have to test these gifts. And you have to test your commitment to believing in these gifts as well. V, Y, vacation. C, so going on vacation may help you as well. G, getting away from people a little bit and just having some time alone to meditate and to ground yourself. GT, GTO. I, driving may help as well. You know what? I have a very hard time seeing at night a lot of times because I have astigmatism, and especially when there's a lot of headlights or when there's water on my windshield. I took a friend over to Ontario, which is about 40 minutes from here, one night, and we ended up coming back after dark, and I knew it was going to end up being that way. They must have all really trusted my intuition very much, and I told them that on the drive back because I was like, you guys all know I can't see at night, and you're all sitting in here letting me drive you home while I can't see. And I was kind of driving on my intuition. Tick. Bick, hick, wick, Nick, Nikki, Night. Yeah, as I'm talking about night driving over here. Night driving, Nightwing, like Nightwing Duck. You may be a very good detective when it comes to a lot of things as well. Z, Ozzy, Oz, O, C, Cozy, Cost. Some of your gifts you may feel like come at a cost. You may feel like some of your gifts are more of a curse. You need to start believing in the blessing portion of your gift as much as the curse portion. Was, whack, wick, light, sight. You may have the gift of sight as well. We have sight here. Bite, bit, wit. You're very, very intelligent as well. Wow. We have wow here. World of Warcraft. Anyway, you shift the energy in your space. You transmute and transform energy. Be responsible with your gifts. So make sure that you are using your gifts responsibly. I was actually talking about this in a video that I was doing the other day because I have a tendency to shift the energies of the rooms that I enter. So when I'm carrying around negative energy with me, I don't like to carry that around to everyone else and give it to everyone else. I like to take time for myself to cleanse, to clear, to feel good before I go out, because that way I'm bringing good vibes to a place and not negative vibes, which includes when you're having a lot of trust issues and feeling a lot of fear and anxiety, things like that, that can spread too. You're like a human lie detector. Trust when you feel something is off. That's exactly what I was saying before about people trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I did not look at any of these before I started this either. I haven't looked at any of the cards either. You are like a human lie detector. So you can see when people are playing coy. When people are snot, stalking. You may have known when people were watching you, were keeping an eye on you, were watching from the background. They may have thought they were being sneaky, but they were not being sneaky because you knew they were there the entire time. You also knew when people were lying to you about who they were, what their attitudes were, what they had going on. There may have been people that were lying to you about being in relationships. There may have been people that were lying to you about you being the only one that they were sleeping with. And even if you went ahead and continued doing it, you knew. Pick. Listen to those nudges. Don't let them convince you you're wrong. Clairsentience. Listen to your feelings and your intuition, not what others want you to believe. Believe what you see beneath the mask. So believe what you are seeing to be true in your mind's eye and not what these other people are trying to convince you of is reality. And that's really nightgown too. I don't know. That's really why, if you're having any issues with your spiritual gifts at all, it's because you're not listening to this or you're not believing in it. You also could be one of those people who likes to saw. You also could be one of those people who cow. You know what? There may have been somebody that may have been trying to hurt you as well. And you know if this is you. And you know what's true. Viking. Picked. You could have some Pict or Viking origins going on as well. I wasn't expecting to get something like that in this reading. Hawk, crocodile, and vulture. Yeah, you see the negative energy. You feel the negative energy. People may have tried to pass themselves off as more healed to you than they actually were. As more on the up and up and the good vibes than they were. You may interact with a lot of people as well that are supposed to be being healers because they may have a lot of the same gifts as yours, but you're seeing that they have allowed those gifts to get clouded up by this negative energy that's pulling them down. Do not allow your energy to get filled up with this negative energy. You're here to transmute energy, not to absorb it. So make sure that anything you're picking up from anybody else, you're releasing it back to the earth to be cleansed, cleared, and given new life to raise the collective vibrations. And you can also do that with people around you. You can relieve that tension and release that negative emotion, you can do that with yourself and with others around you. And I feel like a lot of what's going to help you do this is being around those people, because you can't heal people who are already healed, right? You got to be around the lower vibrational people in order to be able to bring them to a higher vibration. But anyway, you see what's going on though, and you know what's going on. So it doesn't matter what they got going on. You get out of there just in time. You have a lot of messages and signs and synchronicities coming from the universe, coming down from you. And I really want to pull this card out. I've thought about it like 3 times now. It's one of the ones that did not get picked, but it fits very well, especially with this hawk. Your perceptions and abilities to line things up with very little info is amazing. Criminal minds. So you are somebody who really picks up on everything going on around you. You watch, you're observant, you're patient, and you strike when necessary. But if it's not necessary, you hold yourself back. You are also somebody who receives a lot of messages as well from the other realms. Mother of air, very intelligent. Wow, you guys are so intelligent. So intelligent. Mother of fire. Whoa. Hermit. And the 4 of Swords. So, like I was saying before, taking time to meditate, taking time to cleanse your energy, taking time to rest your soul, rest your spirit, rest your energy, taking time to look within yourself and to see everything that's going on within you, to highlight any of the shadows, to highlight any of the good qualities, and to work with those things, work on integrating those things. You can use your shadow side in a good way. When I'm talking about integrating your shadow, I'm not talking about being evil and being okay with it. What I'm talking about is integrating it into your being, no longer being ashamed of it, no longer seeing it as a bad thing, and using it for good things. Because let's say manipulation. Manipulation is charisma. They're seen as 2 very different things. Charisma is seen as something that's good, something that is valued, something that is complimented. Manipulation is seen as something that is evil, something that is dirty and down low, and something that is discriminated against. Well, they are the exact same thing. They are 2 sides of the same coin. They are the good side and the bad side. When you are ashamed of those gifts you have, a lot of times they start coming out in the bad way. When you are accepting those gifts and knowing that you can use them in a bad way, but you want to use them in a good way, then you can bring them out and use them to the benefit of yourself and others around you in a good way. Charisma is used in a good way all the time. And it's used in a bad way all the time. It's just usually referred to as manipulation when it's used in a bad way. So, businessmen have a lot of charisma. I'll put it that way. Businessmen have a lot of manipulation tactics. You are somebody very intelligent. Rely on that intelligence. Delve into books. Look up information on the gifts that you have. Read whatever you can. Pick up whatever knowledge you can from anything around you and from all of your experiences in your life. And this will help you to increase your gifts as well. Really go after what you want. Step into your power. Take your power and use it. Fire may also help you as well in cleansing as well as transforming energy and transmuting energy. Fire scrying could be a very good thing for you as well. Or even making out pictures and shapes in the clouds may help you in some way. It might help bring your mind to ease, and it might help to really just bring you a lot of messages as well. A lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, things that could really help you. I'm seeing a lot of birds inside this fire here. See, I can even scry inside the fire on a card. You are meant to be a leader. You're meant to be an inspiration to others around you. You're meant to teach them. And the way that you do that is by believing in your knowledge, believing in your wisdom, believing in the things that you have picked up along the way and using them. Not caring what anybody else thinks and expressing what you have to express. You are an amazing communicator as well, an amazing communicator. And you are somebody who really doesn't mind being alone. You get a lot of power from being alone, but you also get a lot of power from being around others. You get it from both places. So, if you're not taking enough alone time, or if you're not taking enough time around other people, that's what's going to be one of the big things about increasing your gifts, is either being around people more or being around people less, depending on which one you are doing more of. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear how you felt about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, what you might have went through to learn about these gifts and abilities. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye. Pile 2. Pile 1 went pretty long. I'm hoping these two don't go that long, because I'm still not sure exactly how long my camera will videotape before it clicks to a second part. We'll see though. So let's see what is going on with your spiritual gifts and how you can increase them. We got Capricorn. Ooh, I dropped it. Uh-oh. I dropped it and didn't lose it. Yay. Ambitious. Cancer, imaginative. And Virgo, practical. So these could be your signs. These could be signs of people to be around that might increase your gifts, or people you have been around in the past that have helped to increase your gifts in some way through lessons, which means generally it wasn't necessarily the best experiences, because when you're learning how to step into your gifts, you have to be given these tests and these ways to really learn how to lean on and have faith in your gifts. So Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, you could really benefit by delving more fully into your emotions, and also by making sure that you are protecting your energy. By also grounding yourself. Grounding yourself is going to help a lot for the people in this group, and really having a lot of hard work put towards your gifts and your abilities. Working hard on opening yourself up, working hard on learning new things about you and what you have going on, and really being ambitious about making it to the goals. Setting goals for yourself as well could be something that could really help you. DJ, day, D-A-Y-L. Sunlight may really help you guys as well in this pile. Allowing yourself to be healed and filled up with joy, positivity, light by the sun. It'll help you to cleanse. It'll help you to protect. It'll help you to find your faith and your hope when you're feeling down, when you're feeling depressed, things like that. D-Y-L-P-L, D, D-W, O, owl. I wanted to say owl in group 1 too, and I didn't. Q, J, Polly. Polly is here. Joy. Low, lowly, lonely, Y-N-G. I'm a lonely chick. That song is funny. Anyway, W-L-E. It played 500,000 times last summer on the radio. D, ed, education. Lewd, lewd conduct. Long, a long separation of some kind. Z, U, lung, dung, young, P, F, E, few, S, D, do, Jew, Gen, genome. You might want to look into your ancestry and where you come from. You may come from a very long line of people who had a lot of gifts. Most of us do. And if you want to get technical, everybody has some sort of gifts. It's all in whether or not they accept it, whether or not they work on it, whether or not they allow themselves to believe it. Fog. I feel like a lot of you need to work on your belief of it. I feel like there's a lot of you who are stuck in a very practical sense of mind. You may have been raised to believe things like that don't exist. Things like that are crazy, or are not real. Feds. We have the feds here. Lead. Dead. Deed. You may have done a lot of deeds, good deeds for other people as well, or good deeds will bring out some more of your gifts, doing things for others. Wow. Wow is here. By the way, I've mentioned pile 1 twice now because Wow was in pile 1 too. So if you feel drawn to pile 1, go ahead and watch pile 1. Wed. I think I already said that. Pulp. Pulp Fiction. You could have dealt, Young Guns, you could have dealt with somebody who may have been very gang related, or somebody that could have been an enforcer of some sort. Engorge. So let's see what we got over here. I haven't looked at anything yet. You are very lyrical. You can write very well, and you are guided to practice as much as possible. So your writing has a lot to do with your gifts. Imaginative, Cancer. You have a very big imagination. You have a lot of gifts dealing with writing, whether that be songwriting, whether that be poetry writing, whether that be book writing, whether that be writing as a news person, like a reporter. Short stories, it doesn't matter. You have a very strong gift with writing, and you are a very poetic person when it comes to writing. And I feel like the biggest way to bring this out is to write. Just write what you're feeling at the moment. Allow yourself to put a pen or a pencil to paper and just let whatever's coming out come out. Do this a few times a week, and then write with intention too, of course. Write something with intention. Try to write something in the category that you enjoy writing in once a week, and this will really help to open you up and expand your abilities on that front. Luck follows you wherever you go. Take some calculated risks to test and increase your belief in this. So, as I was saying before, you may have dealt with some people in the past, or you may be dealing with some people in the near future that can really increase your gifts. And I feel like a lot of that is because it's a risk in being around these people. Lunge. Plunge. Yeah, it's like taking this plunge, taking this leap of faith, knowing that you have these wings that are going to carry you and hold you up as you are flying through territory that is not so great for you, that most people would be scared of. There are a lot more things worse in this world than death. Death is not the worst thing in this world. And so many people are so afraid and so fearful of what is in the dark that they don't want to go exploring that. Curiosity is really going to be something, following your curiosity is really going to be something that's going to help you out on this front. Claircognizant. Listen to your inner wisdom, your thoughts, and your ideas. So listen to the thoughts and ideas that you are getting. We have these thoughts and ideas for a reason. Jacob Lee, Conscience, great song. He talks about how you have the ideas that are coming to you for a reason. And if you want to follow your purpose, you are going to have to take risks and go into territory that you haven't known before. But you know how to deal with these situations, and you know how to deal with these people, and you know how to come out on top of situations where other people may fall victim to. I feel like you really have a lot of knowing. Clairaudience. Don't disregard messages or ideas that come to you. Listen to the thoughts and ideas that you get. Jacob Lee, Conscience. I really did not know that this one came out here too. I remembered that I put Jacob Lee, Conscience on one of these cards, but I thought about it when I read that other one, because when I put it on this card, I was actually thinking, oh, I should have put it on that other one too, because that song really fits both of these. So you have clairaudience, you have claircognizance, and both of those things, you have a lot of information that other people don't have. You may feel like, you know, everybody has the ability to do these things. This may be something that you have had your whole life, and you didn't even know other people think differently than you until recently, if you even know and accept it at this point. It has taken me a long time to realize that other people are not the same as me. And that I have a lot of things that other people don't on that front. And I feel like that's you as well. We have the otter. We have the camel. Get more playful. Enjoy life more. Explore life more. Be more curious about life and the wonders that it holds. Really get out there and just enjoy life. And have this very childlike demeanor when it comes to facing things in life. You are somebody who has so much strength within you. You have been through so much in your life, and you have been able to make it out the other side with not very worse for wear. And that's because you have everything you need within yourself. Camels can walk through hundreds of miles of desert with very, very, very little water. And actually, what is it? Cocoa butter, or I don't know, some kind of butter really helps them as well to be able to make that water last even longer. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you are moisturizing. Make sure that you are, when you're bathing or when you're taking a shower, that you are cleansing your energy, purifying your energy, protecting your energy. Things like that are really going to help you. And also trust and know that you have everything inside of you that you need, and the universe is going to provide the rest, that you will never be led down the wrong path, and that you can make it through anything you face. 4 of Earth, Elemental of Air, 5 of Wands, and 6 of Pentacles. So you have the ability to really navigate the intellectual sphere and realm with ease, because you know a lot of information. You may be somebody who really loves to learn, you love to grow, you love to explore different things and different thoughts and different ideas, and you have a lot of different perceptions than other people around you. You may also garner a lot of competition from people around you, but you may hold back a lot of times on the things that you have to say, but you need to start expressing them. You need to start putting your thoughts and your ideas out there, and you really need to start writing down your thoughts and ideas, because writing them down may be something that is going to bring you something later. It also may be important for you to be able to piece together some of the pieces as well. I feel like you also could use some time to just chill, to meditate, to reflect, to find your inner peace and your inner sanctum. Take some time in nature. That will really help you to be able to do that. You really need to calm your thoughts down. Writing is one of the best ways to calm your thoughts down too, because you can get everything that's constantly plaguing you out on a sheet of paper. Be very giving, be very generous, be very generous with the information that you have and that you receive. And as you allow yourself to express these things and speak these things and give these things to the world around you and believe in them, the more you will receive, because you're receiving them to be able to make changes in the world around you. And if you're holding them back and constantly keeping them to yourself because you're worried that everybody's going to take them from you, then they may actually be taken from you. Because what's the point of having the gifts if you're not going to use them in the ways that you're meant to use them, right? So I feel like expressing yourself more fully, speaking your truth more, writing your truth down, getting all of these ideas out of you, maybe even publishing a book with some of your ideas in it, is really going to help you to believe in yourself more and to pull out more of these gifts. That's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, or what you may have faced in opening up these gifts. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. So let's see for pile 3 what some of your spiritual gifts are and how you can delve into them more fully. We have Aquarius, friendly, Sagittarius, optimistic, Gemini, intelligent. I always want to say two-faced. I haven't had too many great experiences with Geminis. Anyway, or really Sagittarius and Aquarius. These could be signs that are yours, or they could be signs of other people that you may end up interacting with that can help to build your gifts or grow your gifts in some form or way. A lot of times it's through lessons, which means they may not be people that brought a lot of light into your life. They brought a lot of darkness into your life, which allowed you to rely on the light you had within you to find your way out of that darkness. So I feel like standing out more, allowing yourself to express yourself more, allowing yourself to just be you, taking off any masks that you're wearing and throwing them in the trash is really going to help you. Being able to be very optimistic and friendly and happy towards people and towards yourself and towards life is really going to help you. Being able to be grateful. Oh, you know what? I'm going to move this picture. And I'm going to grab a couple Attitude of Gratitude cards here just to see what we get for you. Okay. I did not pull any extra cards for any of the rest of the piles. I rarely do. Every once in a while when I feel drawn to, I do. I have the attitude of gratitude for the moments of pure happiness that I experience each day. I have the attitude of gratitude for the limitless potential of my mind, body, and soul. So be grateful for the limitless potential you have within you and for your ability to be able to grow, learn, expand your consciousness, expand your mind, expand your body, your soul. Be grateful for your ability to do these things, for your ability to be able to take the time to do these things, and really live in the moment. Enjoy life and enjoy the experiences that you're going through each day. Be grateful for every lesson you've learned and every situation you've faced that has helped you to grow as a person, which means being grateful for all the bad experiences you've had in this life, because every bad experience you've had in this life had a point. It had a reason, and the reason was to teach you how to use your powers and to teach you how to grow and to teach you how to expand your knowledge and your wisdom. RZN, snake, skank. M, you could have really dealt with some very skanky or low down people. Mink. I, you may have an issue with people killing animals for no reason as well. Skin. And I said skin and happened to have S in my hand. So yeah, sink, skin, skim, mix, mink, miss, H, E, hen, G, hedge, D, R, V, J, D, I, judge, drive. I mentioned driving in pile 1 too. Y, DIY, do it yourself. So a lot of what you're going to be learning, you're going to have to do on your own. There isn't many people who are going to be able to teach you around you, but you might be learning from interactions with other people, even though you're doing it on your own. Mise, king, P, M, mind, mind power, mind over matter. D, MD, doctor. G, L, ply, sly. E, gloves. W, H, hue, hewn. Grew, grow. Grid, the energy grid. You may work with the energy grid very strongly in this pile. While, held, higher, pyre. You know what? There may have been a lot of people who have made you feel like what you do is evil in this world. There may have been a lot of people ganging up against you and coming after you because of you being evil, or people may have sent others after you in that way. You could have dealt with a lot of gang stalking, hidden gifts. You have a lot of hidden gifts. Gold. Your hidden gifts are golden. Gilded. You might have to break out of some sort of cage or some sort of something in your mind that is holding you back. Something that keeps you something that keeps you on the edge but not quite sinking into your gifts fully. Pled. Gig. Rig. Rid. Dig. You might really have to dig some information up on some people as well. You might really have to delve into a situation to understand it better. Maker. Look to your maker. Mixer. You may even have to go, you may even learn a lot from going to different parties or going to different situations with people that are there, because you learn to trust in and rely on your gifts more strongly when you think something about somebody and know something about somebody, and then you find out the truth about them and it matches what you're saying or thinking. Did, mid, hid, lid, pen, pal, pen pal, pip, pill, pile, peg. Your faith is unmatched because you have a very strong connection. Go on a spirit quest if your faith wavers. So if your faith has been wavering, it's time to take some time to you. It's time to go off on your own and to really get in touch with nature, to really get in touch with your spirit guides, to really just go off on your own by yourself and rely on faith to get you through whatever it is. You have the ability to read others and to see behind the masks that they present. Trust the face in your mind's eye. Pile 1 again. I'm going to just throw that out there. You have the ability to see behind the masks others wear, to see the lies they tell, to see who the real person is inside, even if they don't show it outside. And a lot of people may tell you you're crazy. They may tell you you don't know what you're talking about. They may tell you that all these different things, but you can see it and trust in that. Believe in it. Ugly. You see the ugliness underneath people. Underneath the niceness they try to perform. Clairvoyance, dream work, listening, remembering, writing, and deciphering. So you may have a lot of gifts with clairvoyance, with seeing the future, with knowing what's coming. You may have a lot of premonitory gifts. Last year, I actually had my little black dog. Was not supposed to be my dog to begin with. And her name was actually supposed to be Lucy to begin with. The people that we were giving her to, all of a sudden one day, I was telling my ex, they should name her Lucy. And I've never thought of Lucy for a name for anything before. I even said that right afterwards. I was like, why would I think of Lucy? I've never thought of Lucy for anything before. And I was like, well, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, there's that. And anyway, a couple days later, they came over and they were like, we finally figured out what we're going to name the dog. We're going to name her Lucy. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy because of this. And I told them, and they got this like really uncomfortable feeling like, oh my God, she knew what we were going to name her before we even did. We thought of that this morning. And yeah, they ended up coming back 2 days later and saying they were going to name her Princess. So her name ended up being Princess. We ended up keeping her. And every once in a while I call her Princess Lucy. You may have gifts like that, where you just know something's going to happen and then it happens. Beaver, sea serpent. You are somebody who works very hard. You work hard for yourself, for your family. You're working hard to build something for yourself and your family. And it's time to really release anything from the past, shed all of the old skins, let go of feeling like you are responsible for everything and everyone, and know that people are responsible for their own choices, their own life, the way that they handle things themselves. They are responsible for that. You're not. And even if you knew that they were going to not succeed at whatever it is that they were doing, you know, it's still not your fault. You tried to warn them of what was coming. You tried to warn them of what was going to happen if they didn't decide to go down a new path, and that's okay. And people still get to make their own choices. That doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in your gifts. Believe in your gifts whether other people believe in your gifts or not. We have the Crone of Water. We have the Seven of Fire. We have the Chariot. And we have the Five of Swords. You could be dealing with a lot of people that are gossiping. A lot of people that are trying to compete with you. A lot of people that are trying to tear you down. A lot of people that are ending up with hollow victories because they're standing there like, oh, yes, I won. And then they're looking around and going, oh, shit, I'm alone. Because you walked away. You don't put up with that crap and you just walk away. And if you don't, walking away is what's going to help you. Walk away with your head held high and just let things fall how they're going to fall. Take action to defend yourself and stand up for yourself when it's necessary, to set healthy boundaries with people, and to know that if you have to walk away, you do have to walk away. But that's the whole thing. You know, you're still going to be giving people chances. And when they turn out to be the people you thought they were and you walk away, that's on them. I feel like there's a lot of people who may have even tried to steal your ideas, tried to steal the way that you behaved, or tried to steal your thoughts, or tried to pretend like they were you and really they aren't you. I feel like another thing that's really going to help you is integrating your shadow self and your light side. And I talked more about that in Pile 1. So if you are drawn to Pile 1, go check out Pile 1. I feel like there's a lot of people who chose Pile 1 and another pile for this. Really delving into your emotions as well. And listening to your emotions, listening to how you feel about situations. Really being able to be very emotionally mature in situations though as well, and stable in your emotions when it comes to situations. Being forgiving, being loving and compassionate and understanding of others and yourself. And really being able to express what's important to you. Let other people know what you need in your life. And if they aren't willing to follow suit, they need to go. And I also feel like taking time for you and your emotions to just feel them, don't bottle your emotions up. Don't bottle them up. But also do not allow them to lash out on everyone around you, because allowing them to lash out on everyone around you isn't going to do you any good, and most of the time people just think you're crazy. It's time to learn to respond instead of reacting to situations, and to stay in your own lane. Stay in your own lane, working on your own things. You know what's coming for you. There's a great future coming for you, and there's a lot of stability coming for you in the future. There's a lot of people who want you to think otherwise, and there's a lot of people who want to talk about you and say that you're just nothing and nothing's ever going to come from anything you're doing. But that's okay. Let them believe what they want to believe, because you know what's true. Believe in what's true, have faith in it, and continue working on what you're working on, because that is really going to increase your gifts once you realize that you have had this faith for a reason, and it really did play out the way that you saw it playing out. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, or what you might have went through to get to this level of emotional maturity and stability that you were at. And I really hope that you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.